Hi guys, welcome back. So this time we went and saw Captain America Civil War and we thought, let's do a review on this one as well.
Yeah.
Fucking Superman t-shirt, good times. Anyway, so the first point we'd like to bring up with the film. Spoilers actually, yeah, spoiler alert.
Big spoilers. Don't look, if you haven't watched this movie, please don't watch this and go and see the movie. I really loved it. So yeah, go and see the movie and then come back and see if you agree with us. But do not watch it because it will spoil it for you.
So, anybody who hasn't seen it, get out now.
Before we make any points, one thing about the title. This should not be a Captain America movie. But we're just going to slide past that straight away. Okay, I'm done.
I've not actually read the comic book, so I can't really judge on the title.
It's not a Captain America. It is just a Marvel comic book. You know, it's just one thing that features loads of different heroes. It's like it's literally divides all Marvel characters, and they have a big hoo-ha. But yeah, so shouldn't really. I can understand why they have made it a Captain America movie. It shouldn't be, because it's not all about Captain America because he's a dick. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so I was in the film, and you know, the first thing that happens is, you know, there's a fight ensues and whatnot. Now, Crossbones turns up for like, I don't know, 5 minutes of the film, but there's one particular scene that, you know, stuck out for me. It's the fact when Black Widow is in the Jeep and Crossbones shoots a grenade in there. There's two guys in there fighting about, well, with her, and she holds a guy up like this and hides behind him when the grenade goes off, and it just explodes, blows her out the Jeep, and the fact that she's not injured at any point is absolute bullshit. Now, I don't care if it's shut up. I don't care if it's a superhero universe, you know, yeah, they've all got special powers and stuff, but Black Widow is just no person, she's just kick ass, right? The fact that she managed to survive that blast and didn't have any kind of damage to her whatsoever is just ridiculous.
She's obviously got some sort of flame retardant suit. It's awesome. It looked badass in my opinion.
You mean flame resistant suit, not flame retardant suit?
You can call it flame retardant, can't you? You can call it. I'm googling this now. Fuck this.
It's playing this sound like you said flame retardant. Anyway, yeah, back to the point while she's searching. The fact that, you know, not even a limb got blown off or anything.
A flame retardant. Thank you. Thank you. Google says it's a true thing. So nah.
Sounded like you said flame retardant, not flame
No,
retardant.
flame retardant are key components in reducing the devastating impact of fires on people, property and the environment. The term flame retardant refers to a function, not a family of chemicals. Thank you.
There you go, you learn something every day, folks. Anyway.
Flame retardant. Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm going to brush over that from now because that's just stupid plot flaw issues with me there. The next thing I'd like to bring up is Black Panther.
So cool.
First time I saw him, never seen him before. Never even knew of him before until the film.
Again, this is one thing I also haven't really read into him in the comic books, and he looks so cool.
I mean, yeah, in the film, the guy who plays him did a cracking job. I mean, he's kind of, you know, that African mysterious kind of thing.
Love it.
But yeah, his character itself is pretty cool. You know, if you can go hand to hand with the Winter Soldier, then you must be good. And
definitely.
The fact that he didn't have a backstory kind of bothered me a little bit because, I mean, you know, having not read the comics or anything going into it, I kind of want to know who he is, you know, at least a little bit of something that tells you who he is and stuff, but
that's the whole point, though, isn't it? That's the whole point, because they're going to be making his movie. It's giving you a hint of who he is and keeping you wanting more to make you go and see the movie.
Yeah.
It's marketing at its best here. I think Marvel have been very, very intelligent throughout this whole movie, because they've set up the new Spider-Man movie and they've set up the Black Panther movie, and people, and I especially, want to go and find out about these characters because they are lesser known, well, to people who don't really aren't really like comic book nerds, but there's nothing wrong with you guys. But to people who aren't them, like you don't really know about these characters.
Yeah,
So,
I guess, yeah, but it only works from a marketing perspective. You get somebody going into, going watching a film, don't know about any of these characters, and then this guy pops up and you don't know who he is because it's not really explaining, maybe from my point of view, they should have made the film first, Black Panther, and then had this, because then you know who he is. I mean, you know who everybody else is because they've already appeared in their own films before this, except from him.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was nice, the element of surprise, because then even the Avengers were like, who the fuck is this guy? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. It was showing the element of surprise. It's like, oh no, it's Black Panther, he was a jungle guy, da-da-da. But no, it's like this mysterious guy comes over, you see his dad get killed, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, he's the fucking Black Panther dude. It's awesome. I think it was brilliant, and I think it's brilliantly done.
Something I would like to mention, I don't know, if I'm true here, well, correct here or anything, you'll have to point out in the comments, but I could have sworn when he was fighting the Winter Soldier, when he was when the Winter Soldier was trying to punch him and he put his hand up, I could have swore that he, couldn't missed him by that much, being held there, he's coming in, he couldn't go out. I think something to do with the ring. Black Panther's ring has some special powers. Because his suit's made out of the same thing, I think, as Captain America's shield.
Could be.
But I think that stopped him from getting hit by the Winter Soldier's arm. I might not be correct there, I'm completely wrong, but for me, for a second, seemed to be something happening there. So,
well, again,
anybody who's watched it twice or, could maybe let me know if that was true or not.
And again, it's one of those things where you just kind of have to wait and find out. Again, marketing at its best. Very, very clever throughout this movie.
I did actually write some points down, so I will get through these. My next thing is Spidey. Spidey's back.
Yes!
With no backstory.
No.
Finally. We don't need to know about that.
Love
We've seen it twice already, so that's good. The one thing I didn't like, a couple of things actually, was Aunt May. Aunt May's pretty hot. I don't agree with that, Keep sticking tradition. She should be old, little old lady with white hair, Kind of like in the first Superman film.
But again, with what they've done with Civil War and the way they've portrayed him in Civil War, I quite liked the flirtiness of Stark with the auntie. It was good banter and good movie. This is why I say I'm going to try and keep it away from a comparison of the comic book to film, because I'm just going to treat the film as itself as best as I can. But yeah, Spidey.
We did like the new Spider-Man, didn't we? Did like his
Loved.
character.
I think with what he was given and the way that it's portrayed, I think this kid did a really, really good job. I enjoyed him immensely, and I will go and watch his movie.
I mean, I didn't watch Amazing Spider-Man.
No.
But so I don't know what his character's like, but having something different from the first Spider-Man is kind of cool. Giving me a young version.
Yeah, this high school kid who's just going to having to do his homework and stuff like that. But yeah, awesome. I think he's done a brilliant job.
The Spider-Man suit. Now this really pisses me off. The Spider-Man suit is big.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It is. It's like someone's just gone, it has a sheet of paper, just sketch something up and wear it. That's basically what it looks like.
But it was a really quick prototype thing.
The whole thing looks shit. No, it's not a prototype.
No, but it was done really quickly. He had to turn that out really quickly.
I know, but it's Tony Stark. He can make bleeding Iron Man suits. You're telling me you can't make a decent Spider-Man suit made out of lycra?
I think he had more. He had more in his mind than making Spider-Man look fucking awesome. He's just like, hang on a minute. I've got 36 hours to get this guy in. I've already wasted 24 of them. Right, have a fucking suit and do your job.
No, frankly, if they're going to do that in Spider-Man's own film, they need to give him a proper suit.
I think they will.
They cannot have that for the entire thing, because that is just wrong and it looks stupid.
I think they probably will.
And these zoomy eye things here, I don't get them at all. They're stupid.
They're brilliant. It's obviously more technology of Tony Stark being awesome. I'm sorry, I really enjoyed it. I think he looks fab.
Well, if you get to the end credits and he's got that thing coming out his arm, the projector, so he doesn't need it in his eyes because he's already got it there. So, the information can be popped out from that. It's stupid having insect eyes. It just doesn't make sense to me. And the fact that they've gone through, this whole mechanical web shooting thing, I don't like that either. I mean, it's taking it away from Spider-Man being...
I didn't really have a mechanical thing.
He did. He had 2 wristbands on his arm that fired out webs. I don't
He didn't have that. No, not in the original scene though. In the original scene, he just went out of nowhere.
No, I noticed that. I looked for that specifically in that scene. I was watching his arm.
I'll admit, I didn't see it.
So, I have a problem with that.
Because he spoke about it just having these powers.
No, I prefer the original, coming out your wrist, my opinion. Spider-Man's, superhuman for a reason, special powers, giving him that, it's just stupid.
I didn't see that.
For me, it takes away that little bit of Spider-Man for me, so.
Okay, but yeah, as I said, I didn't notice that. I probably need to watch it again, but yeah.
Then we get to the big fight scene. Everybody's at everybody.
And can we just cut in everyone at DC who made Batman vs Superman? This is how you do a fight between superheroes. I'm sorry. This whole montage or whole brilliant scene or several scenes of fighting were brilliantly choreographed, looked excellent, and yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, DC, because Marvel just wiped the floor with you. Sorry.
Well, no, just Batman vs Superman, not all these.
Yeah, no, I meant with Batman vs Superman. Fuck you, DC.
But frankly, everybody was good. Ant-Man was especially fantastic.
Paul Rudd.
I
He
mean,
never fails to deliver.
he took Iron Man, Tony Stark. Well, Robert Downey Jr. is known for his humour in films.
Oh,
He's known for being the main guy.
Yeah.
But this time, Paul Rudd just took it from him. He was a standout comedian in that entire scene.
I did like him, but also again Spidey and the
Yeah.
stuff, the fact he talks too much. Again, in the comic books, I'm trying not to, but it is a big thing that he does talk a lot during fights in the comic book, and everybody's just like, "Shut up," kind of thing. And it was nice that they had that because he's kind of fresh and new, kind of to the whole thing.
Yeah. Frankly, I'd like to see. I'd really love to see Iron Man and Ant-Man in a film together. Cross.
Just them two.
Just them two, because that could be a right comedy duo and it could be a
Could
right
be
film.
brilliant. I mean, and yeah, the whole thing with Ant-Man was just excellent. I don't know whether you wanted to bring up the point or not.
No, something I would like to bring up in that scene was the Vision and his blast on
Ooh.
that guy. I can't remember his name. Is it Patriot or something?
The bird guy.
Yeah, well, he tried to hit the Falcon, but he missed him.
Oh yes.
Because the Vision's going through some weird thing. If you noticed, like maybe he's getting feelings.
Yes. Oh my days. Way before this, when Hawkeye comes to get the Scarlet Witch, there is a moment, just a moment, when Scarlet Witch starts controlling him, and you can see it in the Vision's eyes. He's almost really hurt by the action, when actually, really logically, he shouldn't really feel hurt or something like that because of who he is.
Isn't the Vision some AI anyway? So
something like
we
that.
were thinking maybe it's the stones doing something to him and changing him.
There's a hint of romance in the air, which is really weird.
Yeah.
And I love it though. I think it was brilliantly done. But yeah, when the Vision was holding
he
was holding Scarlet Witch, he's completely
That's kind of the only romance thing we got going on in that entire film. So.
Well, no, apart from Cat snogging that lass.
Well, yeah, but that's just a bit weird.
Peg's niece.
Keeping it in the family, yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit weird. But, never mind. but yeah, so sad that moment. But yeah. Back to the point at hand. Vision there holding Scarlet Witch. Completely, obviously, really, really concerned for her. Completely distracted. Boom. Hits wrong guy.
Yeah. So, is it the stone or is it just the Vision himself kind of changing?
Who knows?
Nobody knows. But I'd like to give a good shout out to Paul Bettany there because he did a fantastic job.
As usual, I think he's excellent.
He has to speak on one level, but the eyes said it all.
As I said, that moment that you can really see, conflict in his eyes, it's brilliant.
So we get down to more or less the end. For me, yeah, I liked the fact that they had a bad guy that had no superpowers.
Yes, I loved this.
And he managed to get them all fighting each other. I think that was a very good touch of him, just a normal guy causing problems.
And that's the whole point. It's just even though you've got all these superheroes, and that was the point he was making.
Again, it's kind of
if you hit him from the inside.
Yeah, could be like Luthor-ish.
Very Lex Luthor. Very Lex Luthor indeed. I love that.
Just about the the money and the power behind it.
Yeah, I thought that was brilliant. But yeah, I thought it was brilliant. Robert Downey Jr., again, kudos to him, because that moment where he finds out that the Winter Soldier killed his parents.
Yeah, everything seems to be about vengeance in this film, you know, like revenge.
Yeah.
Someone's done something, and I mean, even from the get-go, Black Panther wants revenge.
Yeah, but yeah.
The guy wants revenge because, obviously, you know, Ultron and all that stuff. Everybody in this film is after some kind of vengeance.
And that's the whole point Black Panther made, isn't it? He was just like, yeah, no, I'm done with this, and that's why he instead of killing the guy, he let him go. And can I say, Cap versus Iron Man?
Yeah, that was
that was brilliant.
For me, that wasn't going either way. For me,
no, they're so evenly matched, and that's what I loved.
No, for me, Iron Man would not have killed Captain America.
No, and Captain America wouldn't have killed Iron Man.
But for a second there,
you thought he was going
Captain America had a look that, you know, which means like, he's not as perfect as he makes out.
No. There's some like real human in there, because for a second I really thought he was going to go for Tony Stark's head, and I was like, no.
For me, guys, what do you think? Because for me, I think that the Winter Soldier deserved what he was getting, and maybe Captain America should have just left him alone, because, you know, through the entire film, Captain America's like, yeah, I'm just going to do whatever I want to save this guy.
It's because he was innocent. I'm sorry, no. They were told to shoot on sight, and he knew that guy was innocent. At first, he wanted to see whether it was true, and if it was, he was going to kill him himself. That was the whole point. Black Widow was like, no, stay away. And then when he found out he was innocent, of course he's going to try and save the innocent guy and prove his innocence, because it means something bigger's going on.
Yeah, but for me, it's always going to be like, well, he could just be lying.
But it proved that he wasn't.
Yeah, no, it proves that he won't, but, you know, in there...
If he'd have just gone in there, killed him, he'd have been even worse, because all of that shit would have happened, and yeah, it would have all gone to shit, wouldn't it?
Well, it comes down to the point of whose side you're on at the end.
Okay.
Alright, guys, you know, we're going to speak of where side we're on, so, you know, put down there whose side you're on and why. So, go on.
Carl, no, you go first. You go first, because I'm just going to, like, walk all over the floor with your...
Me, I'm Team Iron Man, because the simple fact is, you know, from the start, he's trying, instead of being above the law, he's trying to, you know, work with them, and that, you know, stops choices being made that could obviously create some massive disaster like before.
And I get that. I hear that point. And that's fine. I understand the reason why Captain America could not sign that treaty, or whatever it was because it said that they would be in charge of when they were allowed to go and do things. Now, again, the whole thing was proved. Like, Captain America proved his point, because they were not going to go and let him sort out this whole situation. You know, there was a real threat, this, that and the other.
Yeah, but it's not something Iron Man knew at the start. It's something he learned, but it's something that he wanted to work, so I think that more should have been done to, you know, just give it a try.
I think, no, not at all. Captain America was completely in the right, and especially where the Winter Soldier's concerned. Because, you know, Cap found out, you know, they were finding out that everything was wrong. You know, even when they were there, he was just like, you know, he even told him that it was the guy doing the interviews, and Iron Man was just like, oh, no, it's not. It's just like, no, it was him. I have proof it was him. This is it. You know, and he still didn't believe him, and then Iron Man had to go and sort it out for himself to believe it.
The only negative point I ever got from, obviously, that guy being in power is fair enough. They're going to want to do things their way. The only thing that I thought was, you know, a bit off was the fact that he locked them all up. For me, that's a way of making sure, of locking people up just because they want to keep.
This is it.
They just want to make sure they're not doing something that the government can't contain.
Yeah, but the point is, like, every time they do something wrong, it's like, oh, I'm going to lock you up, and then that's it. You're stuck in prison for the rest of your days. And where are all going to be heroes?
I think if you had the right people, that's Tony Stark's vision would have worked.
I think with compromise, what should have been said was, instead of them saying, oh, you can go and sort this situation out, they would be able to take it to them and say, look, here's a situation, we really need to get in here, this is what we're going to do, this is our plan, and then if it's approved, then yes, go through with it. Rather than having the world go, no, we tell you when you can go and do things, we'll let you know situations, Because, no, that's because all of those people have much more information than half of those places go in. which Captain America fucking proved. So no, Captain America was complete. I don't even like Captain America. I think he's
But that wasn't
an awful character. But
that wasn't Iron Man though doing that. It was just Iron Man wanted things to work
and as I said, I
on a
get
good
that.
way. So it's not Iron Man, it's them. So that's why I'm still team Iron Man.
But he was siding
Because
with
he had a
them.
point.
I get it, and I said I get it, and I appreciate that. But no, Captain
Anyway,
America was
let's just
right.
finish it right there. Okay, you can pick your side. But no, that's done. Anyway, the end trailer bits will end bits after the credits.
Yes.
Spider-Man, we all know that will come in, so that's
Yeah,
not a
we
big
saw
deal. Winter Soldier getting frozen. Well, he may as well just been caught and killed because he's just ended up being frozen anyway. So.
Indeed, but again, that's another good point, isn't it? It's just like, hang on a minute, I've already seen what, problems can come from Hydra already still in my system, and he did the right thing,
What's he
after
going to do
everything.
now? His arm's gone. He's lost basically the superhuman part of himself anyway, so they may as well not even bothered. That bit's just a waste of time, in my opinion, freezing him.
Well, no, because he's still trained, isn't he? And he's still trained to
I know, but
assassinate
he's not
and
going
things
to be
like
able
that.
to do as much with one arm.
No, but if he could have got it rebuilt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If someone who was intending to use him as a weapon, they would steal him and go and build him back an arm and fucking get it sorted, wouldn't they?
Now I can call him Stumpy instead of Bucky.
That's bad. That's poor.
Anyway.
Do you know what? I do not condone any of that language. You're going to get horrible views saying that you're against people with disabilities if you're not careful.
No, I'm
That
not.
is not how it's going on this channel.
I'm just against people with, basically adamantium-styled arm pieces that could kill someone. So, ratings. We'll give it a rating. We both have different ratings.
Yes, we do.
So, Bet can go first.
I gave this an 8 out of 10. This is a brilliant movie. It had some excellent moments. And again, the marketing value within it was just absolutely brilliant. Very, very cleverly done by Marvel. That's why I'm giving it an 8.
For me, I'm going to give it a 7 because I'm being nitpicky with it. Because
Always nitpicky.
Because my points mainly, the points I made during this video. And I always feel that I think the battles were good, but I thought there could have been... Some of them could have been better, in my opinion. The Black Panther chase in the beginning was one of my favourite bits as well.
Also forgot one thing to say. Stan Lee's cameo.
Oh,
absolutely
yes.
brilliant.
Stan Lee,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Stank. Excellent.
Probably his best one ever.
I really, really enjoyed it. Made me laugh a lot. So yeah, well done, Stan
It's good
Lee.
to the guy that can take the piss out of his own character.
Yes, brilliant. And why not? He created
Yeah.
him. Good for him.
So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. The next film, what we're going to do is maybe X-Men. Maybe.
Oh
So-
yes, X-Men Apocalypse. I'm ready. I'm ready for this one because yeah, you'll see.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to hit the like button because it really helps us.
And subscribe.
And subscribe because then you can see these reviews come in because we're doing quite a lot. Well, not a lot, but we're doing, on and off.
Here and there. But yeah.
So,
good times.
bye, guys.
Bye.